Go. Go. I just saw him. Go.
Would it be nice?
They thought it was just another peaceful night under the stars, until the forest went silent. What happened next? Well, let's just say, not everything that watches you in the woods has eyes you can see. This chilling video was uploaded by the YouTube channel Outdoor Family, run by Avet Say and his children. Normally, this Turkish family shares their joyful adventures in nature, from camping in scenic mountain ranges to relaxing by calm lakes, always with a cheerful and wholesome tone. Their content is usually lighthearted, educational, and full of warmth. But in this particular upload, things took a surprisingly tense and unsettling turn. It happened on March 14th, 2024. They had spent a perfect day camping in the mountains, proudly setting up their new tent and enjoying the fresh scent of barbecue lingering in the crisp evening air. Spirits were high. The family played games, shared laughter, and eventually tucked in for the night, surrounded by the soothing sounds of nature. But the peace didn't last long. In the middle of the night, a loud, unfamiliar noise suddenly woke them up. Fortunately, the family had placed a trail camera just outside their tent, a routine habit of theirs. And this time, that small precaution proved incredibly important. What the camera captured was both shocking and deeply disturbing. At first, the sounds were hard to make out, low growls and movement in the nearby brush. But soon, the family realized what they were hearing. A pack of jackals, or possibly wolves, was circling the tent. The only barrier between them and the wild animals was a thin layer of fabric. It offered little comfort, and they were fully aware of the potential danger. Frozen in fear, they stayed completely silent, barely daring to breathe, hoping the creatures would eventually wander off. Every passing minute felt endless, the tension in the tent nearly unbearable. Finally, after what felt like hours, the growls faded and the forest returned to stillness. But the adrenaline remained. Sleep was out of the question. At first light, drained but unharmed, the family stepped outside. Their first thought, check the trail camera. Had it actually caught what they'd lived through? When they played back the footage, it was more intense than they imagined. The camera had captured the animals creeping astonishingly close to the tent, mere steps away from where they had been lying still, praying not to be noticed. The realization was chilling. Luckily, the tent had provided just enough shelter and no one was harmed. But the fear, the tension. All of it had been very real, and it stayed with them until dawn. Though the night was restless and full of fear, the family walked away with a deeper respect for nature. It was an unforgettable experience, a vivid reminder that no matter how peaceful the outdoors may seem, the wild is never far away. Sometimes it's just outside your tent. This is Ashley, a YouTuber from the popular channel Brothers Wild. Known for documenting his camping adventures with friends, this time, he sets out on a solo trip, what seems like an ideal escape into nature. But he had no idea this would be the last night he'd ever spend in these woods. The day begins peacefully. Ashley sets up camp, gathers firewood, and enjoys a warm dinner by the crackling fire. Everything feels calm. He settles into his tent, ready for a quiet night's sleep. But just as he begins to drift off, he's about to get the scare of his life.
I just heard like a loud bang. It's either an explosion or it sounded like a gunshot. It was really, really loud. Wow. That's unnerved me. It's really loud, really loud. So it looks like the storm's like holding up tonight. It's not too bad at all. So yeah, I'm quite cozy here. A bit of rain, but no, nothing worth writing home about. But yeah. So even though I'm solo camping, it's quite nice. It's like quite relaxed. Just had a phone call from my brother now. He's in Chicago, obviously. So it would have been nice. Ah! What the hell was that? What? Go away!
A sudden, unexplainable noise erupts right next to his tent. If you listen closely, you can hear it, a deep, unsettling sound echoing through the quiet darkness. Already on edge from what he thought was a gunshot earlier in the evening, Ashley panics. He abandons his tent and everything inside, sprinting through the dark forest, desperately trying to find his way back to his car.
That was by far the scariest thing that's ever fucking happened to me. Shit. I'm trying to run through mud. Oh, the panic is unreal. I don't even know where I am. Right, try and find your bearings, Ash. Oh shit. Where are we? Where are we? That way? I don't know even. It's not that way. Shit, where am I? Fuck, I can't see a thing.
His heart pounding, he pushes through the trees, focused only on getting to safety. Fortunately, Ashley makes it out unharmed, but the chilling experience shook him deeply. He later said he'd never return to those woods again. What do you think that sound was? Would you have stayed or run? Let me know in the comments below. This is Chelsea, a YouTuber from the channel Chelsea Maxime. She's known for traveling the world solo in her camper van, documenting every moment of her adventures. But solo camping as a woman can sometimes come with unexpected and unsettling risks. Tonight was one of those nights.
I need to get back on the road. I have, I think, an hour to go still until I'm at my destination, so...
It all starts off like any other evening. Chelsea stops at a local gas station to grab some food for the night, then sets off on an hour-long drive to her next camping spot. What she doesn't know is that something eerie is about to unfold. After driving for a while, Chelsea notices something odd. A white truck has been following her for over 30 minutes. She feels uneasy, puts away her camera, and picks up the pace, hoping to lose the vehicle. But whoever is behind the wheel isn't giving up that easily. Chelsea manages to gain some distance, slipping a few cars between her and the truck. Then she makes a quick decision, pulling into a gas station, taking a sharp right, and parking under a tree hidden by the shadows. She hopes the truck is gone for good, but her camera captures something chilling.
Is that a truck? It is a freaking truck. Oh my I kept noticing this truck following me, and it followed me all the way on. Oh, jeez, Louise. I was scared. Still, like, it's like chilling. What is it doing? And why would it come down here? Like, unless it's going to McDonald's. No, it's not. What the heck?
The white truck returns, slowly circling the gas station, its driver clearly looking for someone, or something. After a tense few minutes, it finally drives off into the night. The rest of the evening passes in silence. Chelsea never sees the truck again. But a haunting question lingers. Was the driver really stalking her? Or was it just her imagination? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. This is Yasko, a well-known YouTuber you might recognize from his channel Jasko. He's built a reputation exploring haunted forests and eerie abandoned buildings, often alongside his friends Benjamin and Chris. But tonight is different. This time, he's going solo into one of America's most haunted woods. And not just any woods, he's headed into the infamous Pine Barrens. This forest is shrouded in mystery and fear, notorious for strange sightings and paranormal activity. From Bigfoot to the Jersey Devil, and even strange glowing orbs, the Pine Barrens has a chilling legacy where things often go terribly wrong. Yasko begins his solo adventure, eventually choosing a spot to set up camp. He gets his tent ready, cozy and secure, completely unaware of the horror that awaits him. Armed with his Spirit Talker app, he sets out into the darkness, hoping to make contact with whatever might be lurking in the trees.
Oh, we're listening. Listen, listen, listen. That was like a whistle. Wait, did I say we're listening or we're whistling? Can you do that again for me? Oh no. Well guys, might have to cut this video short. There's just okay, I'm gonna head back towards the campsite for a bit.
It doesn't take long for things to get creepy. Within minutes, the distant howls of coyotes echo through the forest. Concerned for his safety, Yasko returns to camp, sits down, and tries to relax with some dinner.
I don't know, let's give it a shot. I always wanted to try something like this. They had lasagna, and I was like, I love lasagna. I'm gonna have my flashlight ready just cause. Hello? That was close. That was very close. Who's out there? Oh, hell no. Listen, if it gets too scary for me, I'm leaving. I'm not taking any chance. I'm straight up leaving. You guys hassle me for not staying tonight anyways, but I'll try my best. But regardless, I'm alone and I'm not taking any chances here.
He's completely alone. Or so he thinks. Strange noises begin to close in around the camp. Signs that someone or something is nearby. Anyone else would be terrified. And the worst part? The night is far from over. Determined to explore further, Yasko ventures toward an old abandoned building deep in the woods. As he walks, the forest grows eerily quiet, the atmosphere heavy with unease.
What I'm saying right now, I swear I thought I just saw a flashlight down in that direction. Now you probably can't even see much, guys. My flashlight's like on its way out, and like all
My life was short.
That's just scared the shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Hold on. There's a light over there. Hello?
He notices a strange light flickering in the distance, a sign he's not alone. He calls out. No reply. Curious but cautious, he follows the light, which leads him straight to the abandoned structure.
I mean, once again, it could just be other campers. Could be someone fishing. I mean, what, ice fishing, Jazz? Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh my God, is that a stone building? Oh my God. Wait a second. Okay, literally a stone building and lights. Literally what I just told you guys about, what, 30 minutes ago? Yeah, now I'm freaking the hell out. Is anybody here? There's a bunch of garbage. What the hell did I see? Ooh! Who's in there? Who's in there? How? Someone's in there with the fucking key? Okay. I'm out of here. Sorry.
That's when things take a dark turn. Suddenly, something unknown chases him, and Yasko bolts back to his camp, hoping for safety. But he starts to wonder.
I'm just still trying to... There was someone out there. You know, at first I was telling myself, all right, it's just animals and stuff, but animals aren't walking around with flashlights, let's be honest. There was someone in one of those rooms. I have no idea how, because you saw all of them were locked. Now, maybe someone has the key. Maybe it's one of those locks where you could just easily turn it, stick something in and like get, I don't know, maybe someone's taking shelter in there. I mean, this is clearly like a campground. Like, people do come here. So I'm trying not to like think worst case scenario and say like, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. But like, it's just weird, man. Like, I announced myself. I said hello. I said nothing. You know, like I put it in like my perspective. If I'm out there, I don't know. I don't know. So listen, I have a camera outside. I only have one camera with me, and I figured I'd point it in this direction because that's the way I went. And then where I ended up to that area where I saw light. So I figured, you know, whatever. And I'll see you guys in a little bit, I suppose.
Trying to calm his nerves, he scrolls through his phone, attempting to distract himself. But the fear is too much. Exhaustion eventually wins, and he drifts off to sleep, but not for long.
That was close. That was really fucking close. Oh, fuck me.
A blood-curdling scream pierces the silence of the night, jolting Yasko awake. He peers outside his tent. Nothing. But the dread doesn't leave. Was it just an animal, or something much more sinister?
Hello? Anybody out there? You all right?
The forest falls quiet again, unnervingly still. Yasko knows something is out there. To ease his mind, he sets up an external camera, hoping to capture any signs of movement or presence. Unfortunately, it works.
But I heard footsteps. It could be the footsteps of animals, which at the same time, that's fucking horrifying in itself.
Soon, the noises return. Footsteps, twigs snapping, something or someone circling his tent. Then it happens.
It sounds like someone's approaching the tent. Who's out there? Did something just hit the tent, or was that like wind? Hold on. Footsteps. Oh, fuck. Okay. Something's out there. Something is out there. Hello? Who's out there? What do you want?
Paralyzed with fear, Yasko stays frozen inside his tent as the terrifying presence moves around him. For 15 agonizing minutes, he listens, breath held, until the noises slowly fade away. Was it just a wild animal, or was something stalking him? Reviewing the footage from his outside camera confirms his worst fear.
There was more than one person out there near my campsite, and I got them on camera. And I have no idea what the hell they were doing out there. I have no idea if they even saw the camera. Maybe they did, because at one point they stopped. But I'm gonna let that footage play for you really quick, just so you can see what I caught. You can see they were walking past, and at one point completely like stopped, then the lights shut off, and then they turned back on. They kept on going. And this was around the point where I was just like sitting in there with my Nintendo Switch, just minding my own business.
He wasn't alone. With the first signs of daylight, Yasko wastes no time packing his gear and leaving the forest behind. He survives the night, but sleep was impossible. One thing is clear, he was being watched the entire time. If he hadn't stayed alert, this story might have had a much darker ending. This is Dan, a YouTuber you might recognize from our previous videos, or from his own channel, Exploring with Fighters. Dan is known for his fearless explorations into the most haunted forests and eerie abandoned buildings, always with his camera in hand to capture every chilling moment. It's June 25th, 2021, and Dan is about to embark on a new adventure, one that's unlike anything he's done before. Tonight, he'll be spending the night in an abandoned building. Fortunately, he's not alone. His good friends Andrew and James will be joining him on this unsettling journey. As dusk falls, the trio sets off, driving an hour and a half to reach the location, completely unaware that their night is about to take a terrifying turn.
Oh, this place looks creepy as well. It doesn't look that bad from the outside.
So you got the old furnaces here.
Wow. So let me guess, there's a spooky story where they used to burn bodies in it.
Upon arrival, an eerie feeling creeps in. The building looms ahead, once a bustling factory where countless people worked. Later, it was turned into a morgue where bodies were burned. According to local legend, a worker tragically drowned here, and his restless spirit is said to still haunt the factory grounds. They eventually find a spot to set up camp, pitch their tent, and light a fire. As darkness takes hold, they decide to begin exploring the building, and what they hear next is terrifying.
Was that you?
No. What?
Splash.
What the hell?
There's a splash.
Is there any ripples in the water? No.
No ripples in the water. You sure that wasn't you?
Yeah, that's the third time that's happened to me here in this
Oh,
place.
hang on. The water is moving. Is it? So is this... This is...
What if there's concrete falling off underneath it?
Possibly, when we're walking
Well,
on
one
it.
theory I heard was that there's gas bubbles that got disturbed and make a fucking...
Well, let's not light the fire just yet then. Right, I'm going to need a hand bringing this upstairs.
A splash echoes from the water below. Could it be the ghost of the drowned worker? Unnerved, they continue their search, hoping to find answers. But nothing more appears, so they return to camp and try to shake off the strange energy by preparing a warm meal.
Quite peaceful.
It is.
Doesn't feel scary at all. Well, I guess that could change.
For a brief moment, the factory feels almost peaceful, but that peace doesn't last long.
I don't know, it's like a voice. You heard a voice?
Yeah. Like, down that way. But that's the same place before I heard something bang.
It's slipping. Oh, wait, man. No, there's nobody down there.
Maybe just the wind. But it definitely sounded like a voice.
What did it sound like it said?
It sounded like it said anything. It sounded like it moaned.
Okay.
Suddenly, Andrew hears something. A voice coming from the hallway. Could someone else be inside the building? They sit in silence, listening carefully, but the sound fades. Convinced it was nothing, they try to get some rest.
There we go.
Right then.
Right. Good night, guys.
Good luck.
Good night. I'm going to enjoy this right now.
Night, Andrew.
No.
Oh, I thought they were asleep, but they're not. Night, everybody.
In all seriousness, I could hear a noise then.
Yeah.
It's to the left of my tent.
What is that, my direction?
Facing you, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I keep hearing the noise.
Are you guys recording?
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
You recorded?
They have not switched off yet. I'm eating Jaffa cake donuts.
I swear to God. I want one of these Jaffa cakes.
Right, I'm going to stop. I'm just going to go to sleep. I'm going to turn my light off and that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Otherwise, I'm never going to get to sleep.
Both Dan and Andrew heard the voice. Still, they pushed the unease aside, hoping to sleep. But sleep would be the last thing they'd find. Just as Dan begins to doze off, a light cuts through the darkness. Someone is pointing a flashlight toward the tent. Luckily, Dan is still awake and catches the movement. The camera picks up whispers, clearly audible. Feeling on edge, Dan steps out to investigate.
Yo, you guys awake?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
What was that? No, what was that?
I don't know. Really, I don't know what to do. Jayla? Yeah.
What was that?
Down that way, I don't know. It sounded weird. Everything we've heard.
It was someone walking. It sounded like someone walking up here.
So cold.
It was definitely someone walking. I told you. Now explain that. Unless it's around. It sounds like someone on the back of your tent. There's nothing behind me, is there?
No. It's behind me.
Yeah. I want to make sure no one's in here. I can't not physically sleep if someone's in here. I've just got to sleep as well.
It becomes obvious someone or something is out there. Suddenly, something is thrown toward them. Despite growing fear, the trio gathers their courage and heads back into the building to confront whatever's playing games.
Out here is freezing.
Did you hear that bank?
Yeah.
It sounded like a car door.
Where?
Just in the distance. I could heard the temperature change, like the pressure change.
is there?
There's something down there.
Right, hold on.
Can I move my... Why is my tent?
Where the hell is my...
Okay, don't panic.
You're the one panicking, Andrew. What was that? It sounded like something dropped.
It's only down that corridor, though.
There's definitely some noise down there.
Oh, fucking hell. What it is? Yeah, me too. I don't see anything.
Check outside, make sure everybody's outside.
Yes, goes outside. That's the only problem. What the fuck was
hell
that?
was that?
Oh, you move. What was that? Are you for real? Right. Shining lights in there.
A loud bang erupts from the hallway beside them, but when they check the area, no one is there.
There's nothing that could make that noise in here unless it was like falling off down the railings.
There is a level inside of there.
Really?
Yeah, but the only way through it is the ladder outside. I don't think it's safe. I tried once.
But I can't sleep in here.
We need to check the tents.
I can't sleep in here. If shit like this happened, Andrew, that bang could have come from in there.
What's in there?
It's another big room, look.
Oh, it could be anything.
I can't believe we're doing this. I can't believe we've got tents set up here.
First the flashlight, then the noises. Something or someone is clearly hiding, maybe in the other room. Something feels seriously off.
What the hell? It's all down there. It's down there.
Bro, what was that? Where did that come from? That wasn't here before because we cleared the floor.
Is that falling? Is it not falling from up there, look?
No, because it'd probably...
There's just noises everywhere, man.
I don't know if I'm going to go to sleep. I think I'm just going to sit in the tent and just with my door open partly.
I can't stop shaking.
I'm probably could, if I do fall asleep, I'm just going to leave my door open partly so I can jump out if I need to.
They can't sleep here. Instead, they sit in the tent, waiting for dawn. As the first light of morning breaks, they pack up quickly and leave the haunted factory behind. What do you think they encountered that night in the abandoned asylum? Was it the ghost of the drowned worker? Or something even more terrifying, another person? Whatever it was, we're just glad they made it out safely. What do you think was the most disturbing encounter on this list? Have you ever experienced something unexplainable while camping? Let us know in the comments below.
That's it for today. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when we post. Also, leave a comment below sharing your favorite encounter. And if you have a story of your own that you'd like to have shared, send it to the email in the description.